What's up, everybody? Squirrel Man's back again. I'm sitting here in Ohio. So far, it's been pretty good. I've been in the truck for less than 10 days, I think. I tell you, everything out here just squishes together. Somebody asked me, what does some load I did 2 days ago? I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, that's just how it is. And I hate to be like that. I think a lot of drivers are probably like that. I can't be the only one. But it's just like the second I do a load, I forget all about it. I mean, that's why we keep receipts. Like, everything's written down somewhere and everything's in my computer, because I tell you, my memory is terrible when it comes to this shit. I do it and throw it away in my brain and forget about it. I'm on to the next one. That's the only thing that matters, is the current job, the current mission. That's the only thing that matters to me. But you know what else matters to me is the reason why I'm out here. It's not just making money. It's so I'm feeling like a little shitty, but it's things that make you happy, you know. It's like, why do we go to work all the time? Like, to get money, to pay bills. I mean, there's got to be more to life than that, you know. You gotta I think you should take a step back and look at the pros and cons of your situation. Look at what you're capable of doing, what you want to do, what you could do, you know. And I know this is really hard for people with kids. I get it. I'm a totally different guy because I don't have kids. I don't have anybody. I mean, I got like family and stuff, but I'm not beholden to anybody. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, you know. And I think a lot of people in my life kind of envy me for that. But I mean, you shouldn't, because all my brothers have kids. I don't have kids. I love kids. I just never got to have any, you know. And, you know, I feel some kind of way about that, but I'm not going to sit here and like mope over it, you know, for the rest of my life, you know. What I have is what God wants me to have, and that's the way I see it. But having said all that, you know, I put in all this work here at this job, and really the big question is, well, like, what do you want to do on your days off? What do you want to do when you leave here? You don't, and I think that's a big problem for truckers. They get so mind warped into this lifestyle of being in this truck and just being on the road, and they get stuck in it, you know. And even when they're home, they're still in the truck, you know. It's like they go home and then they don't want to do anything, you know. It's like their brain's still like psychologically, subconsciously, whatever you want to call it, stuck in the truck. And I don't want to be like that, you know. So I made the decision recently, because I'll tell you, I don't have a house. I don't have a home. I live with my family. I haven't had a house in a few years. I had a rental a few years ago that I shared with my ex-wife. Now we're divorced. But I've never owned a home. I've rented my whole life. And for a while I was like, yeah, I want to buy a house. Yeah, I want to buy a house. But I'm like, I don't know, man. The more I don't have one, the more I'm not in a hurry to go get one. And I feel like I'm 44 years old and I want to go out and enjoy my life. I spent the last 8 years of my life sitting at home, helping take care of my family, my parents, my grandma who's passed away now. I put in a lot of time, and I did a lot of good things for a lot of good people, and I know they appreciate it, and I wouldn't change it for nothing. I had a lot of fun for the last 8 years, hanging out with family, hanging out with my grandma the last few years she was around. You know, I wouldn't trade none of that for anything in the world. But you know what? Now I can stand on my feet and say without any remorse that it's my time now. It's my time to go out and have fun and do the things that I want to do, that I've always wanted to do. You know? So I'm like, hey, you know what? Here's a good idea. Why don't you just go buy a van, load a couple of bikes in the back of it, and drive around the country? Because, you know, the one really cool thing about working for K&B, yeah, I have to be out here for 2 months at a time because of where I live. I could change that, maybe bring that down to like a month or so, I think, depending on if I move closer to the headquarters. But I'm not, don't quote me on that. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, for a lot of people, they'd be like, man, 2 months on the road, that's a lot. But given my very specific situation that I just explained to you, I think it's actually kind of cool, you know, because I can put in the time and then get out of the truck after 2 months, get in my van, and drive wherever the hell I want, all over the country. I can stay at campgrounds. I can drive to motorcycle tracks, dirt and street, and sleep there for free. in my van and just live that rock star, do whatever I want lifestyle for the next 2 years if I want to. That probably sounds really crazy to some of you, but not to me, because this is the shit I've wanted to do since I was like a little ass kid. The other thing is, when you are a trucker, if you're somebody like me, you notice everything around you, like we'll call it potential, right? You go into all these places, you're like, man, I would love to go over here. I would look at that, man. That place is so cool. You can't enjoy any of it because you're just passing through in the truck. Can't enjoy any of it. I couldn't tell you how many twisty, windy ass roads I've driven down in the truck and be like, man, I wish I was on a street bike right now. I'd be having so much fun. You know, those are the things I recorded in my brain mentally for the last 5 years that I never forget. The locations, you know, where I was and all that stuff, you know, and this, now all that shit has come to fruition for me. I finally got a job making decent money. I'm finally able to get out on my own and feel good about walking away from family responsibilities because I feel like I've put in my time, you know? So if you ask, say, hey, Squirrel, what are your plans? My plans are to store my money instead of paying rent. Why the hell would you pay rent somewhere unless you have a family you got to take care of? But just a guy like me, why would I pay rent living in an apartment that I'm not going to be there for 2 months at a time? They're just throwing $1,500 away down the toilet, you know? Or you could do what I said and get out of the truck and just tour around the country. And I know people all over the country. I know people all over the map. I can stay here, stay there, do what I want, go to this track, go to that track, you know, ride these trails. That's what I want to do. And I'm going to record the whole thing. That's my big plan. That's what I want to do. I want to be in that life in like the next 6 months. That's what I want to do. I mean, I got other plans and things I want to do, but if you follow my channel, that's where I want to go. That's where I want to be at. And it's just like, to me, there's nothing else that's more fun. You know, just thinking about driving to random places in the country, whether it's Colorado, Wyoming, California. California, I would never in a billion years want to live there. But man, I've been up and down that state and I've seen the coolest places to ride dirt bikes and quads and side-by-sides and stuff. And I'm just like, man, I'd kill to be out here doing that. But the whole time I was working and I was with Biscuit, you know, and I just felt like I had so many missed opportunities, you know, but not anymore. And I tell you, you only live once. You only live once. And if you're watching this and you're a guy that's in a situation like me where you ain't got no wife, girlfriend, kids, or nothing, do what you want, dude. Don't fall a sucker to the system that says you have to stay in this house, you have to pay rent, you have to pay a mortgage, you have to do... No, you do whatever the fuck you want, dude. If you want to go live in a van or an RV and travel around the country and have fun, do it. You only live once, you know? Living in a house and paying a mortgage does not make you a better person, you know? It just means you have more responsibilities, you know? And honestly, without getting into politics, this country's going to shit, dude. I mean, it's going to shit. I honestly think I only have a couple more years left of opportunities to go out and have fun like this before this country just completely takes a dump on itself. And like I said, I don't want to get into politics, but that's just how I feel about it. So, like, I'm going to take the opportunity while I have it. So, that's where I'm at. That's where I want to go. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Common sense ain't common.